is Wilfred. I would love to welcome you all today to our seminar. And Jen, would you please give us the word of prayer?
Hello. Morning. We can stand and let's pray. Let us believe and pray. Father, we want to thank you for this day. We thank you for this gathering, Lord, with our guests, Lord, at UBRICA offices. We honor you, my Father. We pray that, Lord, you guide us throughout this day, God, even as we have this seminar. God, may you intercede, my Father. We pray for the Holy Spirit to guide us, to give us wisdom, knowledge, understanding, my Father. Be with us even as we gather together, my Father. I pray that everything, God, we're going to learn today, you're going to put it into practice. We give you praise and we bless your name. For it is in Jesus' name we pray and give thanks. Welcome.
Again, I would like to welcome you and thank you for making this time to attend the seminar. And I believe you have an idea of what UBRICA is. Did you hear before? No. This is your first time. Today we're going to focus on Sokojanja and trading. We're looking on exchanges which is LedgerDex, and we managed to get listed on LedgerDex. So we have two speakers, and Jordan is going to take us through the trading, and then but we're going to start with Sokojanja, and I'd love to welcome Kamiti.
Sokojanja is an online e-commerce market like Jumia. UBRICA decided to start Sokojanja to help the local mwananchi or the manufacturers so that they can be able to trade their locally produced goods, maybe agricultural or maybe artifacts, maybe vegetables, chairs, and other things, because sometimes you see we always shop things from outside there, maybe from China. We import things like shoes and everything. Then we forget to support our locally manufacturers. That's why we started Sokojanja initially, so that we can promote the local traders. We were targeting around 14 million people, so that they can be given that support, so that they can have money in their pocket and go for the healthcare, because UBRICA is all about healthcare and other stuff. For now, we have around 340 customers on our e-commerce, and we love that number to increase. So you can go, maybe when you're interacting with your friends, you can tell them they can register on our online shop, so that maybe they can buy stuff there. I don't know why women are not registering in our online platform, because when I was going through at the back end of our shop, I saw only 62% are males. I don't know what the female are doing, why they're not shopping online. Ama tu ni kwenda tu kwa soko tu peke yake. So you should also learn how to shop online, not only kwa market hapo tu nje. We have around 1,000 and something, 15K products on our online shop. So you have a variety of stuff there to shop. Kila day we are getting calls. Like today, some of our Sokojanja members, they went to deliver goods. So also you can buy goods and they'll be delivered at your doorstep. We also on Facebook, we need your support, really support, because how my like page, marafiki wako wataona, watafuata hata hiyo page. Sahi tunaona tuko around 335 likes and 346 following. So we need that number to increase. And for recommendation, it's a little bit good, because we have 4.7 out of 5 recommendation out there. So go there, even our members, you can go recommend your e-commerce on Facebook. Na wenye muna promote kwa recommend ndio inaenda ikijulikana na watu wengi. We said about maybe registering for items, which ones you want them to be listed on the platform. We said you can reach us on this number 07 55 84 40 17. 07 55 84 40 17. You can reach us on this number. It's our WhatsApp number. You can also call it. Take a clip, a photo of the item that you have. Send us to this number and your a little description and the price of the product you wanted to be listed on our e-commerce Sokojanja. And we're going to review it. You have to take a nice photo so that you can be able to, because always if you go there to that, when you're uploading the photos, you cannot just place a photo which is brand. You have to take a clear picture. And also, my fellow colleague will talk about UBL, but I can touch a little bit because it will be integrated on our e-commerce. As the way it is going, as it is being pushed to have value, and we are trying our level best to be listed on the centralized exchange, because the only one we have for now, it is decentralized. And decentralized is not that motivating, because everyone is going to place their own price and they are bringing the value of UBN down. So we are trying to list it on the central exchange, where if they say it is this price, it is that price, then no one will change that price, and you will be able to get value, and you are going to pay it with it on Sokojanja, and out there people will get it so that they can be able to sell with it their products, and people can buy with it on their shop. Like if you go to Nyeri, you have that lady who is selling at her restaurant. People buy with Bitcoin, paying whatever they take there with Bitcoin. So we also want, why don't we have our own coin listed on a centralized exchange? Then here in Kenya, we're going to be able to pay with it maybe in a matatu, because we have been talking to people there. We want it also people to have it as a transportation mode of payment in the matatus, and then paying with it on the shops like that, before we build our own whole ecosystem. If you and I support it vigorously by bringing more people, na mwenye tu unaenda hapo nje unamnunulia vitu, unamwambia why don't you acquire UBN, it is gaining value. Hivyo ndivyo tunataka, si mimi na acquire na tu na ikanyagia tu hadi siku yenyewe itapata value. Hata sasa hivi kama unataka value iko, ni venye tu watu waioni, because so many coins have come. Nuru coin, they have died. UBRICA, it has died, because they don't know the scientific of money. But here in UBRICA, we are really researching and implementing it in the right way. Kwa hivyo hayo machache, I would like to welcome Jordan and talk about UBRICA coin on the exchanges, so that you can know how, because I don't like kuwago na mambo mengi. Tunataka, najua wengi wenu mnataka kujua wenye na trade kwa decentralized exchange, and then later we'll tell you about the centralized exchange. Thank you.
Morning.
Morning.
Yes, because so this morning I'll show you how to trade UBRICA. I hope all of you are holders of UBRICA. Yeah? Or is there anybody who doesn't have UBRICA? Okay. So I'll show you how to trade UBRICA, and before I show you how to trade UBRICA, there are some security measures I have to advise you to do. any moment you are in any of the exchanges or any person who tries to impersonate a support group or center or help desk is not a real person. Is a person who wants to take your UBNs for free. The person asking for seed phrase, key phrase, name is a person who wants to steal your UBRICA. So don't the trust wallet, the Koinomi wallet, they don't have support group. They don't have control of the wallet. They only provide the service for. So all you can do if you are stuck somewhere with your coins and they are not showing up, you can call the UBRICA office, the same number, and you will be assisted on how to restore your wallet so that you can find your coins back. So anybody who tells you to send them your key phrase are trying to do something malicious with their coins. So for trading, we'll show you LedgerDex and Starbit. Now, LedgerDex is a decentralized exchange. Now, the benefit of decentralized exchange is that anybody can participate in trading. Now, for trading in LedgerDex, you will need what we call a MetaMask. You will need MetaMask. MetaMask is a plugin which you install if you are using a laptop. You will need MetaMask, which you will install so that you can be able to trade. Now it will, after installation of MetaMask, it will appear on the top right corner of your screen of your browser. Now there are, depending on the browser you are using, kuna Mozilla and Firefox. So for Mozilla, you'll have to choose either Mozilla or Chrome, depending on the browser you're using. Once installed, it will automatically appear here. Now, since mimi nimeinstall, this is the interface of MetaMask. It just looks the same way ka Koinomi and Trust Wallet. Yeah. Now these are the ethers zenye niko nazo, and from this 3 bars you can be able to find the other tokens. You can see them. So these, once you click, they will appear the same way. Na kuna sell and everything. Then let me go back to now LedgerDex. Once you have installed it, it will automatically connect with the LedgerDex on your machine. So let me log out kwanza. So that you can see the login process. Yeah, this is the login process. It will automatically detect your wallet address, and it will ask you whether you want to log in using MetaMask. And then a pop-up will appear and itakuuliza to sign in. Okay. So once you log in, there is the dashboard. And in my dashboard, there is my token, marketplace, create new order, my orders for me, trade history, help, and log out. Now for my tokens, it will show a list of all the tokens that you are holding with the balance of the token. Now as you can see, I have some few coins the UPN won't be automatically added because these are the centralized exchange. You will have to add UBRICA. Now to add UBRICA, you will add it from here. Then search token, and you will have to paste the contract address. These are the contract address ile yenye watu natuma kwa contract. So once you have added, there is these other part. These allowance, it's for you to allow when you are creating a sell order, or when you are creating a sell order for UBRICA, you must allow so that you can sell. It doesn't. You have to allow it so that you can be able to sell. Like when you go into the market and you have a certain number of waru, you have to set aside zile unataka kuuza, and then you have to allow them to be sold into the market. So the same case for these tokens, the UBRICA. Now there is the buy. This is when you want to buy directly UBRICA from the orders created here from the marketplace. Yeah. Then there is the sell order and buy order. Now for sell order, let's say for example we want to sell UBRICA. We will create it the same way. Create new order and sell order ziko hapa zote kwa create. Zote ziko hapo. Yeah, it's the same. Ziko hapa. Token to sell, token to buy. If we go back to my token and do the same, we will see the same thing kwa. So when you want to sell UBRICA, it will ask you in which way do you want to sell UBRICA, whether in wealth or BAT or DAI or DGD or marker token or OMG or ZDRX. Now for the moment we are selling it with ETH. We'll have to select with now for the marketplace already there is a sell, there is an order for sell. Already there are tokens which are being sold. Let's go back to create. Let's create. Create as UBN and wrapped ethers. Yeah. So UBN, sell UBN for wrapped ethers. Yeah. Sell UBN for wrapped ethers. So for one ETH where the for one UBN is equals to 0.003 worth. So if one UBN is equals to 0.03 worth, then how many to change? Yeah, that's okay. So one UBN is equals to 0.03 worth. So we will put this value of worth here. Don't put less. When you put less, like 0.0001, you won't buy enough worth. You won't sell UBN at a high value. You will sell UBN at a low value. Let's give an example of how that is possible. Now let's say umeenda kwa marketplace, the same case for the warus, and you have like one gunia yenye iko na one bucket yenye iko na 100 potatoes. Now for those potatoes, one potato inatoka 10 bob. Yeah? Ikitoka 10 bob, na uko na 100 potatoes, and then ukienda hapo kwa market useme unauza 5 bob, and in the market vyenye uliinunua kwa shamba ilikuwa inatoka 10 bob, yeah? Ukienda kuiuza na 5 bob, you see you won't be able to make profit. So the one who is buying the waru at 5 shillings, akigundua unauza 5 shillings na huko kwa market inatoka 10, ataenda akuje anunue kwako zote, then aende auze at a higher price. You see, you won't be able to do it. So the same case when you do the same for UBRICA. So we will put 0.003 0.003, and then down here itaniuliza the amount I want to sell. I will say maybe like 20 or 40, depending on, and then the amount to buy in wealth. Unaona value may increase because so I'll get for 1 UBN, since I'm selling 40, nitapata 0.12. Yeah, I'll get 0.12. Then it will ask who should fill this order. Is it everybody or selected accounts? Now for selected accounts is when your friend is buying UBN. If your friend wants to buy UBN, uta-select hapa and then utaweka the address. But if it's for everybody to fill, you will leave it like that, and then the expiration date. Now this expiration date is required since not the same case in the market. You don't sell the potatoes at the same day, yeah? So you have to put an expiration date, and it has to always be in the future and hours, and then you can review your order. Once you are satisfied with your sell order, you can submit it. MetaMask will always ask you to sign in so that you are the one authorizing. It's not somebody else doing for you. So my order has been submitted, and I can view all the orders that I've created in the recent past. This was last month, this is now. You can always cancel or delete them if you don't want to sell it. Na umeona value ya UBRICA imeenda juu, you can always cancel that order, so that you can retain your UBRICA. Now, since we have created our orders, now where this, go back to marketplace. Now marketplace iko na all the price and values ya watu wenye wameweka UBRICA zao huko na prices zenye wameweka. Once you are in the marketplace, you will have to search for you will have to add a watch list. A watch list is the trading pair that you want to select. Like, since we created a sell order for UBN and wealth, we will do the same, a watch list for UBN and wealth. UBN, wealth. Yeah. And our order ilikuja hapa. Na imebadilika since kuna watu wamenunua. So as you can see, this one, hizi zinaenda sawa, pia hii inaenda sawa pia. So this 40, this one will get more money because anauza mingi, anauza ingredients mingi. Now let's say now we want to buy from any of these. I cannot be able to buy from my order because ni mimi nimecreate. So let's say we want to buy from this person mwenye ako na 10. We'll go and fill with before I forget, go back to my tokens. Hapa kwa my tokens, remember the tokens zenye tuko nazo, yeah? And then there is it, then this part manage, there is wrap and unwrap it. Unwrap is wrap and or unwrap. So since we are buying UBRICA with wealth, we have to wrap them. And just click and the amount you want to convert. Now here there is the balance in the same name. So I will say I want to wrap 0.001. Does it convert into wealth? Have to wait for the transaction to be verified. So once it has been verified, this does it increase. Where does it increase? Then we'll go back to the marketplace and my watch list. Already they have been logged. All transactions are recorded on either scan. They are recorded on either scan. So utazipata zote. So we go back to this person mwenye ako na 10 ethers, since price yake okay, all we look for ile price yenye ni iko chini sana. This one 100 because it's 0.001. So I'll fill the amount and 0.001 and fill that order. As we wait for it to be verified, there is something I would like to talk about as food for thought. The business model for today is changing because most people are looking how fast the transactions can be processed. And if transactions are taking too much time, then the customer will then the customer will not be satisfied. What do I mean by that is that if there is another channel which by in a take your transaction take wrong. Like let's say person A anatuma transaction to person B, and in between person A and B there is an intermediary like C, and the transaction is taking too long to get to person B, then this person will find another way to make this transaction equal fast. And that's why sometimes back there was cash on delivery. There was a can't remember the actual name of the company that provided the transfer of money before Bitcoin came. It used to take time, like 2 to 3 days. But for this transaction, they only take like maybe 3 to 1 second. 1 to 3 seconds. See, it's fast. So it changes everything. Changes a lot. If you are stuck in a place and you don't have cash, na umetumiwa pesa, have to unlock more. So yeah, it was confirmed. Yeah. So if you remember the address, the marker address, yeah, from the marketplace, the person had 10 UBRICA. 100.
Down.
Alikuwa na 100, the transaction imeanza, yeah, that 1 second ago. And, yeah, that 1 seconds ago, hii transaction imemalizika na nimepata 1 UBN since alikuwa ameweka 0.001 for 1 UBN. So the verification of all those transactions in a for finger scan, since it's an open ledger. Now tukirudi kwa LedgerDex bado core marketplace. For those who are here last time, we talked about the characteristics of coin na tukasema about uniformity. Yeah? Now uniformity means that since UBRICA imetengenezwa kwa ERC 20 and there are other ERC 20 tokens like DAI, BAT, and B. If somebody has those 3 tokens or other tokens and ERC 20 token and wants to sell them for UBN, you can do so. There is a trading list or a watch list yenye nilikuwa nimecreate ya BAT and UBN. BAT and UBN. And there is one. Feed this one. This one is for 1 BAT, and I will have to feed UBN. Since and 1 UB inatoka 100 UBN. So I'll have to, if somebody in your friends list akona other tokens na anaweza kuuzia, unaweza zinunua na UBRICA. So this one nilireserviwa na mtu so that I can sell him UBN. Ninunue BAT na yeye apate UBN. So I'll have to fill it. You remember the place yenye tulisema anybody or selected addresses, yeah? That part ndio hii sasa. This guy aliniwekea and only me can, only there is the taker and there is the maker. So this was the maker and I'm the taker because this is my address. Alikuwa amenireservia. So not anybody else hawezi akaichukua. Nonetheless, the maker achange aseme mtu mwingine achukue. So this is how you reserve token for your friends, and your friend reserves token for you. So I will fill it. Since I have 100 UBN, nita fill it, and then I will get the BAT. And since BAT is on a higher value, that's why this guy is selling me at a higher price. So that's how trading begins. So if somebody has something of more value, and you want the coin also to gain value, you are going to gain value, then this is how you do trading. You say that money is the creation of value and exchange that influence. Yeah. So I'll fill the order 100 UBN and I'll get another token. Now we are really working hard so that we can be able to, since Bitcoin and Ethereum are 2 different platforms, so we cannot be able to exchange UBN with Bitcoin. Now we are working towards as Kabete mentioned, about this centralized exchanges, whereby we can have a trading pair of Bitcoin and UBN. So the community, this is where the community or the UBRICA eco community comes in trading. The more we do trading, the more we get to be able to be paired with other coins. Yeah. So I'll confirm the order, and we can check my wallet. I had zero BAT. Yeah? I had 0 BAT. Yeah, 0. So we will let MetaMask to verify the transaction. So this is the advantage of LedgerDex. If you don't want to list it on Starbit, yeah. These are orders for me. The one button when you are showing Konga. Costed for me. These are orders for me. It's the same way you do in the marketplace. Somebody orders a bucket of potato and then unamwekea and then hawezi ukauzia mtu mwingine unless huyo mtu akuje. Yeah? So akikuja unamuuzia. So nasema it has already expired since nimeinunua. We are waiting it to be mined and verified. So I guess you are free going the process of selling and buying. Is there any question? Transaction now. Yeah. Spain. Sasa nilikuwa ameniwekea limited time. The place whereby tunaweka expiration date aliweka saini saa ngapi? Alikuwa ameweka ikiwa na 12:00. You can take a look. So I hope LedgerDex iko sawa. Now alikuwa ameweka limited time ataki ununue course. Ask somebody to come and help me. Yes? Let me see. Yeah, it's 0.003. Yes. So where to get that figure? Okay. Now let's go back. Yes.
As written on the white paper, the value of UBN has been written 50 bob, and if you convert 50 bob into WED or into ETH, it is 0.003. So
I'll ask Mr. Kabi to come and show us how to trade on Starbit. So I guess it's okay with LedgerDex. LedgerDex is not that complicated. The interface for Starbit is a little bit complex, but the same thing with the login. Yeah, the login is the same, and there is also a chat here. Thereby you can be able to chat with other guys, but make sure when you are chatting with them, you don't give them your recovery phrase and your seed phrase. Because if you give them, wataingia kwa wallet yako and watachukua coins zako. So Kabi.
Hi everyone. Hi. My name is Kabi. I'm going to show you how you can trade on DECENTRALIZED. It's a bit different from the LedgerDex because this one has a mobile application. You can download it from the App Store so that you can trade this on your phone. You don't need to have a trade. So once you can search it on Android, the Play Store. Once you're on this platform, you make sure you are logged in using your wallet 0x98. Then if you have others, you can wrap them to web. Since you are trading with web, you click here on the wrap tab here. Then it will display you can click on the wrap icon here, then you'll be able to wrap your EDAS to web. Once you have wrapped your EDAS to web, you come here and create a sell order. As you have seen on LedgerDex, you come here and place the price for 0.0003 web and the UBNs that you want to trade. Then you can click on create order. After you click on create order, your order will appear on this space, the red ones. Similarly to the buy orders, you come here. If you want to buy UBN, you come here and place your order at the price you want to buy UBN at. If you want to buy the price at 0.034, which is a higher price of UBN, you place it here and the UBNs that you want to buy. Then you click on create buy order. Then your order will reflect on the buy order section. Once it reflects on the buy order section, it will search for a pairing sell order. If there is anyone here that matches your buy order, it will automatically buy. Then you can click on your account. Once you click on your account, a dialog tool will appear here, and you will be able to check your web balance, and you'll be able to see that it has increased since you have bought UBNs. You just sell a few coins. You encourage your friends to come and place the buy orders so that you can increase the users in our ecosystem, so that you can have more people who are coming into UBRICA. So you don't have to sell much, so that in case you need to be listed in Sokojanja and you have to send us some UBNs. If you don't have them, while you get them, you'll need to come here back and place your buy order. If you find the price is high, you'll need to buy it at the current price. So it's wise, you don't sell much of the UBN, sell a little, but encourage your friends to place on the buy orders so that you can have much of the people increasing on our ecosystem. So that's it. For the transactions, you can come here and check them here. You'll be able to see the UBN trade chart. And also you can come here and like the UBN so that each and every time you want to trade on DECENTRALIZED, it comes automatically. You don't need to search for the token. It comes here at the top. Also, you can click on your trade history to check your transactions that you are doing. And that's it. And also, when creating an order, you check on the time. You can put a 1 week, a month or so, depending on the urgency of the order. So if you have any questions, you are welcome to ask. Yes.
All those tokens, they are all ERC20.
Yeah, most of these tokens are ERC20 tokens. So these ones, as we said, you can trade them with UBN. But we are looking on more central exchanges. These are decentralized, where as you create an order here, the price does not change, so that you don't have people putting a lower price so that it affects the ecosystem. So once you go to the centralized exchange, the price will be like fixed. People will have to buy it at this price. As once it increases, they'll have to buy it at a higher price. So it's prudent that you don't sell off your UBNs. Encourage people to place their buy orders here at a higher price, so that we increase our ecosystem. You have any questions? So these ones you can try to use in your mobile phone. You can go and download the Starbit wallet and try to place orders on this exchange. But as for the wallet, you have to import your seed phrases to these wallets, so that each and every time you log in, this one does not bring the MetaMask pop-up like the ones that was there. You need to just import your seed phrases or private key, so that your account stays here by default. So it's easier to trade and faster. Any more questions? So as we trade, you'll be seeing the balance here, the volume increase. You don't see the balance of the UBN, you check here on the balance. Like this one is 306, this is the balance. The balance also in web appears here, and the UBNs here. So you don't have to search for the balances. You automatically know when your account is credited. You check the balance. If it's 0.04, that's automatic. Your order went through and somebody got your UBN. Got this one? Yes, anyone have a question? Yes?
Is there anywhere gas prices come into the picture? But gas does not matter.
Gas, you usually, each and every platform, you pay for gas. The gas comes here for the transaction fee, but it's usually a small fee for the network. That's when the transaction goes through, you can be able to see it on your trade history. If you click on this icon, it will take you to the scan. You'll be able to see the transaction, the number of UBN that went through, and the amount of wealth that was transferred to the buyer's account. So I think that's all. If you don't have a question. Anyone else? So that's it. If you have any question, you can ask us after this. We are here.
You can also have a more practical session if you want.
Yeah, you can just install the app and have a practical session and see how it works. Yeah, practice will make you perfect. Yeah, that's it.